Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into Key Time Sports. It's Key Time coming back talking about the most intriguing games of college football week 3. There are a lot of intriguing games, but there are about 4 that are really intriguing to me. And the first one is the game that kicks off tonight at 8 o'clock. Number 20 Arizona Wildcats versus number 14 Kansas State Wildcats. So it's the battle of the Wildcats in this game. Both of these teams are ranked, and this is going to be a good game. One thing I see with this game, I see it being very close. But if I were a betting man, and I'm not a betting man, if I were a betting man, I would put my money on Kansas State because they are the home team and they have the better equipped players. Even though both of these teams are on the same level, I just think that Kansas State will outlast the Arizona Wildcats in the end. Now I have a few team statistics that I want to get into for the Arizona Wildcats. Over the first 2 games, they've averaged 53 points, and third down offense is not good. Fourth down efficiency, they've only tried one fourth down play, and they are very efficient at that. They are 100%, 1 for 1. Now, as far as the Kansas State Wildcats statistics, now when we see what they have is Kansas State, they average 37 points per game. So if this game becomes a shootout, then it's going to be Arizona State. It's going to, excuse me, not Arizona State, but Arizona Wildcats game to win. But if Kansas State keeps this game close and in the end they have a chance to win it, that's why I picked Kansas State, because Arizona, they give up too many yards. Do you all know that Arizona Wildcats, they've given up over 300 yards since the start, even though we've only had 2 games, but they've given up over 300 yards a game in the air, combined in the air and on the ground rushing. So when it comes to the Kansas State Wildcats, I think Kansas State Wildcats have the better defense, and I think Kansas State Wildcats will win this game by at least, I'll say, a touchdown or more. I want to say field goal, but I think that Kansas State, they'll have a touchdown lead going late in the fourth quarter in tonight's game. So I have Kansas State winning this game by a touchdown or more. The next game I want to talk about is the Boston College Eagles versus the Missouri Tigers. Now, last season was a one-off for the Missouri Tigers. But first off, I want to get to the Boston College Eagles. The first 2 games they've averaged 42 points. Now, credit, they beat Florida State. Florida State is not a good team right now. Also, this would be great for Boston College to win this game because it'll be the third top 10 team that they have beaten in their school history. Now, the first 2 has been Florida State both times, them being at number 10 earlier this season and back in 2016 where they were 9, where Florida State was ranked number 9. So as far as Boston College, I see when it comes to their offense, they have one of the most efficient offenses after 2 weeks in college football. The third down offense is great. They have an efficiency at 53%. Fourth down efficiency is 50%. They don't go for it on fourth down too much because, as you can see, they've had the lead most of the time in both games. Now, as far as Missouri concerned, Missouri statistics, they are they are right up there as well with the Boston College Eagles. Missouri, they average 44 and a half points per game. Third down efficiency is 60%. Fourth down efficiency is the same as Boston College. Now, when it comes to this game, if this game is a shootout, and I think that this game will not be a shootout because both defenses are stellar. Both defenses are stellar. So I could see this game coming out to a 26-23 final for Missouri. Because Missouri, they have the better team. But when it comes to the Boston College Eagles, they have they upset Florida State. Florida State, they was favored in the last game that they played. Now, with Missouri and Missouri being at home, I just have a tough time going against Missouri with them having the home field advantage, and plus with Boston College being one of those teams that have a chance to upset another top 10 team. I just don't see it happening. So I got Missouri winning this game by 10 points. I got Missouri winning this game by 10 points, if not more. So the next game I want to talk about is the Alabama Crimson Tide versus Wisconsin. Now, this is one game that I am going to be looking out excessively. I am going to look at this game from top to bottom, every single snap. I am going to look at this game from every single snap on Clemson side of the ball, whether it's offense or defense, to Wisconsin side of the ball on offense and defense. Now, let me get to the statistics. Now, the Alabama Crimson Tide, they have averaged 52 points per game over the last two games, over the first two games. Third down efficiency has been 50%. Fourth down efficiency, even though they went for it on one play, is 100%. Now, we know that Alabama, they have the better players than Wisconsin. Now, Wisconsin, on the other hand, Tyler Van Dyke, the transfer from Miami, he's had a good 2-game stretch. Wisconsin, as far as their offense, they have an offense that averages 4 touchdowns a game. You cannot start off slow against Alabama. Wisconsin, they have started off slow in both games this season. You cannot start off slow versus the Alabama Crimson Tide, because Alabama Crimson Tide, they can potentially blow this game wide open, blow them out the water, and I think Alabama is going to blow Wisconsin out of the water, because under the tutelage of Kalen DeBoer, every game that they have played, they have blown it out. Now, albeit, I'm going to say this, because I don't want anybody to say, Key Time, it's only been 2 games. But when you see what Kalen DeBoer has done, and also with Nick Saban being an Alabama football consultant, Nick Saban is still in the organization. If Kalen DeBoer needs help, he reaches out to Nick Saban, and Nick Saban gives him the necessary resources that Alabama can achieve on the field. Just because Nick Saban isn't there anymore doesn't mean that Alabama is going to drop. So Alabama is going to blow out Wisconsin, and they are going to win this game. I am going to be generous, and I'm going to say that Alabama wins this game by at least 20 points, if not more, because Wisconsin, they don't have the offense that can go toe-to-toe with Alabama, and Alabama has the better defense than Wisconsin. So I got Alabama winning this game by at least 20 points. Now, the last game I want to talk about, it's going to be a big one. It is going to be a big one. You got the Colorado Buffaloes playing against the Colorado State Rams. Now, over the first two games, it's been up and down for Colorado, the Colorado Buffaloes. For the first two games, it has been up and down for the Colorado Buffaloes. They have only averaged 20 points per game. Now, albeit the last game last week when they played Nebraska, the score was a little bit deceiving. Even though they lost 28-10, the game was really much closer than that because the defense scored 7 points and Colorado fumbled the ball a couple of times too. If it wasn't for those fumbles, Colorado would have won this game. Now, when it comes to the Colorado State Rams, the Colorado State Rams, you can see when it comes to the Colorado State Rams, they average 19 points per game. So all in all, this game is going to be close. But if Colorado State turns over the ball like I think Colorado State is going to do, then the Colorado Buffaloes will be able to win this game. Now, I got a few more statistics with the Colorado State Rams I want to get into. When it comes to third down offense, 12 of 28, only 42%. They went for it on fourth down twice since the season has started. They haven't converted. And plus, the defense for the Colorado State Buffaloes has given up over 30 points per game. Now, even though they were playing the Texas Longhorns, that was a wash. Nobody didn't think that they were going to win that game. But this game, I got the Colorado Buffaloes winning this game because we just don't know what these two teams have, and we just don't know what these two teams are going to do from a week-to-week basis. Now, you already heard from Coach Prime that the Buffaloes don't have an identity problem. They have all of this talent. They just needed to mesh together on the field consistently week in and week out. But when it comes to the Colorado State Buffaloes, I just think that Colorado State Rams are going to lose this game. The Colorado Buffaloes are going to win this game because they have the better players and they have the better coaching staff. So, as of that, those are my predictions for college football week 3 of the 2024 season. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell to get notified of all of my reaction videos, shows, and other content. And also follow Key City Sports on TikTok. And remember, one last thing. Remember, the key is always on time.